What's going on, fragrance family? It's your man Gator, better known as the Novice Nose out here in these fragrance streets, man. Man, this has been a wild couple of weeks here. I know I haven't hit you guys with a video in a minute. I haven't hit you guys with a review. I've been hitting my, center of the days and everything, man. But I've been having all kind of craziness going on with internet issues, man, and stuff. Life be lifing, bro. For real. But I got to get a lot of these reviews out, man, because I got like stuff built up in here. As you can see, I got stuff here. I got some stuff over there. I got stuff here. It's backed up here. But trust me, I'm going to make sure that I get all of these things worn and get you guys the best information on these particular fragrances that I possibly can. Man, I'm excited about this one, guys, because this fragrance that I'm going to be talking about today, this one is almost like my holy grail. As you guys know, I have been on a imagination quest for a while now. I've had a couple of fragrances that I've been looking at to try to see if I can find the best inspiration for imagination from the house that shall not be named. It's been a wild ride because of the fact that I've gotten a bunch of them. Aqua Dubai, I've got Mystic Dream, Alexandria Visionary, and I hadn't even done the review on that one. I haven't done the review on this one either, the Art of Arabia one. But I've been kind of sniff testing, and it always seemed like I couldn't quite find what I wanted. You had a fragrance like an Aqua Dubai that, as much as I love that fragrance, I absolutely love Aqua Dubai, it is not imagination. Well, it presents itself at the beginning like imagination, but then as it goes into like the hour 1.5 to 2, it really starts to go into its actual notes, which it has melon, it has vanilla in there, and it also has petitgrain, and I love petitgrain, of course. I think it's a great fragrance on its own, stands on its own as a great fragrance, but I don't think that it's the best imagination clone. This one, as much as I like it, falls apart into a basic lavender and tea blend after about an hour and a half or so. Pleasant, real pleasant, but it's not what are we looking for. And then, of course, guys, I was super disappointed in Mystic Dream. That particular fragrance, man, it had my blood boiling, man, because I was excited about it, and it just did not hit the mark as far as performance wise and as far as quality of the chemicals used in that particular fragrance, man. So one of my subscribers hit me up and was like, hey, have you checked out Joe Milano's Game of Spades Full House? So I kind of had my eye kind of side-eyed on Joe Milano for a while because I was interested in that Lafayette Street, which I got sitting over there, that Lafayette Street inspiration that they've got. Lafayette Street used to be my signature scent back in the day. So I kind of already put my eyes on them a little bit. Well, they alerted me to the fact that there was an imagination. They do a lot of Bond number 9 stuff with Joe Milano in that Game of Spades line, but they do have an imagination inspiration. What my subscriber told me, it's called Full House. So I was like, hey, that might be something I got to get my hands on. So talked to my guy down there at a Newell store, and I was able to get this. This is, of course, Game of Spades, Joe Milano Game of Spades Full House, if it'll focus there. All right, so this is it, and as you can tell by the color of the box, you already know what time it is. This is definitely a color, and this one impressed me just from getting it right, because as you can see, really secure as far as the box goes. Check that out. The inside, that presentation is amazing, man, with the Joe Milano written on the inside right there, if it'll focus, but you guys see it. Anyway, so I was already impressed as far as presentation wise. So I was thinking, okay, they put some time into this, they put some thought into this particular fragrance. Then I actually researched the fragrance notes that they listed on Joe Milano's website, and I got super excited about it. The top notes are Calabrian bergamot, Sicilian orange, and Sicilian citron. The heart notes, mid notes are Tunisian neroli, ginger, and Ceylon cinnamon. And there goes that Ceylon word again. And the base are ambrox, Chinese black tea, olibanum, and gaiac wood. Does that sound familiar to you? It's almost a photocopy of the note breakdown from Imagination. And so I was super excited about that because, you know, I was like, oh, and they've got the tea. That's awesome because, you know, can't spell Imagination without tea. That's one of the big issues that I had with the Acqua di Bai, is that it did not have the tea note in there at all. Here you go. Here's the bottle here. When you look at that, game space. Like I say, beautiful presentation on this thing. Sprayer is amazing. Beautiful, pressurized. So I'm gonna say right out the box that this particular fragrance, man, is probably, and not even probably, I really believe that this is the best Imagination inspiration that's on the market right now. And like I told you before, I've smelled all of them here. It compares very well to Alexandria Visionary, if not surpasses it. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And one major reason is price point, but I'll get to that in a little bit. So with this particular fragrance, it's not like some of the other ones where you have a lower quality neroli or a lower quality ginger. The black tea in this one is a beautiful black tea. I think the black tea in Imagination is a little bit more exotic, but this one is not a lower quality black tea. It's just as high quality. I think it's just a little bit of a different blend of that black tea. But speaking of blend, what makes this fragrance so great is that it is blended so well. That is the issue with a lot of the other inspirations of Imagination, is that they lean too heavy to one thing. Either they're leaning too heavy to the tea, or they're leaning too heavy to the citrus or the woods, or they don't have any tea at all like some of them do. This one has a beautiful blend. It was blended with care. They use high quality in this one. You get, when you spray it on, you're getting that Sicilian orange and that citron, but you're getting a perfect blend of that with the ginger note that's making it super effervescent, and that neroli that's making it slow, you know, slightly soapy as well. So you're getting all of those things at play, and then you're getting that black tea in there that is warming it up and is really presenting itself. I really believe that this particular one surpasses all of them as far as the way that it is blended. So that tea comes in and it warms that thing up. So you're sitting there on that linear blend. You get a little bit of the smokiness of the gaiac wood in there in the base, but it's a little bit harder to pick up, just kind of like it is in the original Imagination here. It doesn't kind of really present itself until a little bit further in the dry down, and even then it's a subtle thing. This is a pretty linear fragrance, just like the OG. The OG Imagination is fairly linear as it dries down here, and this one is the same way. The other thing, like I said, about this particular fragrance is that it doesn't fall apart after a couple of hours. I mean, Acqua di Bai, it really represents its melon and its vanilla in like the hour and a half to 2 hour mark. You really get the melon and vanilla. And it transitions to that in the petitgrain. So it's you start to really smell what Acqua di Bai was intended to be, and not what Imagination is. In that hour and a half to 2 hour mark, it quits even trying to be like it. This one is out there to replicate the vibe, the presentation, and the feel of Imagination, and it does that. It is a beautiful blend, and that goes into the 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 hour mark. I actually sprayed this. Performance is amazing on this one. I actually sprayed this on skin a couple of times in the last few days here. I sprayed it at work, and it lasted all day in an inside environment on my skin. I mean, I was getting 8 hours. After about that hour 5 or 6, it was kind of a scent bubble around me, maybe about maybe 2 feet of a scent bubble around me, but it was there. And it was, the sillage lasted the whole entire day. I actually wore this another day. It was a high humidity day here in Atlanta, and it actually, like, I was picking up wafts of this at the 6-7 hour mark in that high humidity off skin. So it definitely performs. It is such a beautifully presenting version of that DNA, man. And like I said, I dare to say this is the best version, the best inspiration of imagination that is on the market right now. I compare this right now to what I believe is the other one that would be comparative, I should say, and that's Alexandria Visionary. So Alexandria Visionary is a very, very well done version of that DNA. Here's where they separate themselves. Excuse me. Here's where they separate themselves. I believe that Joe Milano uses just as good, if not better, quality ingredients and the price point. So this 100 ml bottle, if you could find it, because that's the big thing, is finding it right now. I got a new store. You should look him up. But right now, 74 discounters. We quantify that. Discounters, you're looking at $74, $75 on that particular fragrance. If you go through Alexandria, for 100 mil, you're gonna be paying, $40, $50 or so more. And if I compare this to that one, that's not worth $40, $50 more. This is a beautifully done rendition of that DNA, and dare I say, it's the best one that's out there. So if I was to put my money out there on something, it would have to be this one. I think that overall, performance wise, presentation wise, quality wise, and price wise, this is the best you can get right here, man. I would look for this one with a flashlight online if I could find it, man. If you are a big fan of that DNA, but you're not a big fan of the price from the house that shall not be named for that DNA, look no further, man. This is the one you need to get. That's all I got for today, guys. Make sure that you like the video, man. Subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share this video with someone you know that loves fragrances. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of them that I got to get out of the way here and review, but I'm going to make sure I get you guys the best information I possibly can. That's all I got. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.